Hey everybody, thank you for joining me once again here at Cheap Comic Collector. Today we are going through a box of Mad Paperbacks that I got gifted to me by none other than Under the Cowl of MS. He's a super friend of this channel, one of the members, and he is also has his own channel, which is well worth your time checking out. So please do that. Please give him a like and a subscribe and a follow. He's a great guy, and uh, he's been selling a few comics here and there on Aaron's channel, and he tried doing some boxes of books on his own channel, but he really, um, for whatever reason, he hasn't really pushed his channel that much. There's not that many people watching it. So give him a look, and you might be surprised at what you can get because I bid on this box of Mad Books for $30. I was uncontested, won all of them. They're Mad Paperbacks. They're awesome. And apparently he had a few things sitting around that he was going to send to me anyway. So he's just like, don't worry about paying for it. I'm going to just send them to you. So thank you, Kirby. I appreciate that so much. Like I said, great guy. Very big asset to the community. Um, and yeah, check him out. So first off, I won't read you the note, but I guess I'll just switch over to the other camera. I wasn't gonna. I was thinking about not using the other camera, but you guys can see the books better from the other camera, so I'm gonna do that.
It's the Disney Crew groove, bringing the vibe. Toontown beats, feel them come alive. Duck flying high, mouse on a ride. Goofy's in the back yelling yuck with pride.
And very appropriate to have Goofy here with his paintbrushes presenting this book because it's a Disney look at paintings. It's a thick little hardcover book that's meant to be an introduction to fine art for young people. And he knows I collect Disney stuff, and he knows I like comics, so he sent this over. And it's interesting. It basically uses the Disney characters, and then it has pictures of fine art, famous paintings by famous artists and painters. And it's just basically a kid's introduction to fine art, which I find fascinating because I imagine that most kids are, I would think, too young to appreciate fine art. I mean, I know even in high school, junior high, high school, when we were being introduced to it, I think most of the kids were just like, eh, you know. I appreciated some of it at that time. Um, but yeah, you never know. Everybody has different tastes. And but there's also comics in here, right? Mickey discovers cave paintings. That's 4-page story in there. Most of them look like they're drawn by the European Disney artists. Um, Mickey buys a Dutch picture. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Again, 4 pages of story. And of course, Disney illustrations throughout the book. So, nice little introduction. Here's another one. Mickey helps in Impressionist. And that's 4 pages as well. I guess they're all 4 pages. I read a couple of them already. I haven't gone through the whole book yet, but they're kind of typical Disney educational stuff. This reminds me of the old Disney Wonderful World of Knowledge books. If you ever saw those, maybe in your library when you were growing up back from the 70s. I know my local library had like a full set, and they were basically kind of an encyclopedia, but with the Disney characters in there presenting the information and stuff. And they didn't have comic book stories, but they had the illustrations and so forth. And Mickey and the Secret of the Mona Lisa's Smile. So cool book. Definitely go on my Disney bookshelf. And the illustrations, of course. I mean, of course, you have the fine art. There's nothing you can say about that other than it's gorgeous. And but you also have all these Disney spot illustrations that are very cool. Excuse me, got a cold. Man, I took some NyQuil in the middle of the night last night because I couldn't sleep, and I woke up. I didn't wake up till noon because I was so drowsy. I woke up. I didn't get out of bed until noon. Crazy dealing with these colds. But cool little book. Thank you, Kirby. And then he also sent this with instructions that if I didn't want it to send along to Easy Comic Reader, but I called Easy, and he suggested sending it to somebody else that would appreciate it more. So we're gonna do that eventually. It's A Man from Uncle. It is not a comic book. It is kind of a kid's storybook from 1965. Copyright MGM. And so again, spot illustrations. Cool book, but not something I'm really into. But I certainly appreciate it. And so that will get passed on to somebody that Mike suggested who might appreciate it more. So I'm going to do that. Thank you. Thank you for that too, Kirby. It's very cool. Even though I don't collect it, I do appreciate getting the chance to see it. And then next up, we have the Mad Paperbacks. Look at all these Mad Paperbacks. Holy smokes. I showed a few of these on Crazy Hungarian's channel on Friday night where we do the show. It's Friday night or something like that. I can never remember the name. We got to come up with a better name. Holy cow, look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 of them. And I originally bid on these because I was going to try to resell them. And I will probably still do that. So these will show up in the auctions. Oh, that's too high. Well, all right. We won't do it that way. But these are so cool. Boiling Mad. And some of these were back, are quite old editions. These things were reprinted endlessly back in the day. But this is a Signet book. And this one, 1966, it looks like. It's the 8th printing of this particular book, Boiling Mad. And it's just, this one's got a variety of stuff. It's got some Don Martin in there and stuff like that. And some of them specialize on a specific artist. Some of them are just random. They're all a lot of fun. If you liked Mad Magazine or these paperbacks growing up, great stuff. Here's one of Sergio Aragonés, and I still don't know if I say that right. I say it different every time because I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. But this is a lot of fun. I looked through one of these. I don't know if it was this one or not. But again, this one was published by Signet. It is 1970, and this one's the first printing. It's got a foreword by L. Feldstein, the editor of Mad Magazine, and it's just all Sergio's work. And yeah, this isn't the one I read through. It's a different one. So if you're a fan of Sergio, this might be something that you'd be interested in as well. These are awesome. I have to sell stuff. Otherwise, I'd be keeping these. Mad advertising or Up Madison Avenue. Again, it's a Signet book. This one is from 1972. Again, a first printing. So I don't know if I was showing you. I don't know if I showed you the covers well enough. I mean, they're in rough shape. Some are better than others, but very cool, all of them. Here we have the Indigestible Mad. Another Signet book. This is 1968, and this is also a first printing. And this one looks like a variety again, as was the Mad advertising one was a variety book too, I think. Yeah, different stuff. Oh, it's actually got a theme of advertising. Interesting. Okay. The Recycled Mad. This one's got a number on it, number 32. And it is 1972. And it is also a first printing. Cool. Wait a second, I thought I saw Superman. There he is. So yeah, this one's got a variety of stuff as well. So much fun going through these. I'm not sure what my exposure to Mad Magazine was growing up. I don't remember ever buying a copy, but I do remember reading them. So I got them from somewhere. Mad's maddest artist, Don Martin, drops 13 stories. So this one will be specialized in Don Martin stuff. Certainly worth doing. And this was 1965, and it is also a first printing. And it's all great Don Martin work and gags. They certainly stretched the stuff out by doing like one panel a book. Some of this may be new material. I don't know. I think I did read where some of the books were new, especially like the early ones, but I don't know. Here's another Don Martin one. Mad's Don Martin cooks up more tales. This one's from Warner Brothers Books. And it is 1976. Doesn't say a printing edition, so it may be a first edition. don't know. The Mad Book of Revenge and How to Torment Your Tormentors by Stan Hart. Another Warner Brothers, or Warner Books one. This is first printing 1976. And I feel like this may have been an original. See what the copyright says. Yeah, there's only one copyright year, 1976, so this may be all new material. The Poly Unsaturated Mad Campus Book Club Edition. And this one's got a number 31. Well, it does have a bigger rip there, though. Unfortunate. 1971. No. Copyright 1971. This is the fifth printing, 1972. They had 2 printings in 1971 and 3 printings in 1972, this being the third of those. Oh, this is a good one, I bet. Mad Look at Old Movies. A lot of spotting on this one, and spine split, so the pages are a little loose. 1973, first printing. So this one's kind of falling apart at the spine. I don't want to open it too much. This looks like it might be new as well. I was expecting movie parodies, but it doesn't look like that's what it is. So, cool. I always assumed the Mads paperbacks were all reprints from the magazine, but apparently that's not the case. Mad Power. What? Me worry? 1964. Copyright 1964. First printing is October 1970. So there's another for a lot of first printings in here for how often they were reprinted and stuff. Looks like a variety of stuff in this one as well. The Mad Sampler. If you don't understand that, it's a sampler is what they used to call like needlework pictures that people would make, like the if you had like a home sweet home thing hanging on your wall that was done with needle and thread, that was basically a sampler. And that's what so this is drawn like it's done like that. Sampler is an old word that a lot of people probably don't know that old meaning. So variety stuff in here. Great art in these two. Mad Menagerie by Sergio. Copyright 1983 is a newer one. First printing. '83 newer one. That's what 40 years ago. Crazy. Yeah, I'll Sergio in that one. This was a cool cover. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Mad. This is number 38. Copyright 1975. First printing 1975. Mad's Look at Modern Thinking by Dave Berg. Dave Berg is, somebody wrote on the inside of this one. Put a sticker in there. Look how the sticker discolored the, actually it kept the color. The rest of it discolored. Isn't that weird? Anyway, Dave Berg is an artist who has like a more serious style, so I never really got into his artwork in the magazines. This is first printing 1969, but I can appreciate the artistry of what he was doing. Certainly fine, detailed work. So that's another one concentrating on a certain artist. Greasy Mad Stuff. We're still using that Greasy Mad Stuff. Copyright 1963. First printing 1963. So probably any with this red, it's probably a first printing or early. And this looks like a variety of stuff as well. And this is a cool cover, the Voodoo Mad. Did have a price sticker on it that somebody ripped off, so there's a sticker snag there. This one, 1963, 10th printing of this one. It looks like another variety of stuff. I saw some Don Martin in there. Comic strip heroes. They used to love doing parodies of the comic strips. And this was a cool cover too. 3-Ring Mad. Another Signet book. Copyright 64. And I don't see a printing number, so this may be the first edition. I don't know. Another variety of stuff in that one. Al Jaffe's Mad Book of Magic and Other Dirty Tricks. Original title, The Mad Book of Magic and Other Dirty Tricks. So this is a Warner Brothers, or Warner Books book. Says first printing 1976. But it also says that original title was The Mad Book of Magic and Other Dirty Tricks. So I don't know if that means there was a earlier printing or not. This looks like it's could very well be original as well. Looks like it's made for this format. So the Ides of Mad. What me worry? (1961) 15th printing. It's a lot of printings. And as we saw earlier, they were sometimes printed multiple times in a year. That's how popular these were. Another cool cover here. The Invisible Mad. Oh, this one's missing some pages. Bummer. Starts off in the middle of a Peanuts parody of some sort. I've read this before. I've read this parody before at some point in my life. If I remember right, Shermie comes back to visit the old neighborhood, and all the kids have gone Hollywood or something. So a variety of stuff in this one. It's too bad it's incomplete, but it's got a cool cover. Here's another Dave Berg one, Mad's Look at People. First printing, 1966. And again, this looks like it could be new material. Because the illustrations all fit the page right there. So it looks like it was designed for the book. Mad About Sports. Warner Books. This one's copyright 1972. First printing was in 1972, but this was a reissue from 1977. So it doesn't say what printing it was, just that it's a reissue. I hate books with blank pages. So again, this looks like it could have it could be a mix of new material, mostly new material, but it looks like there's a couple things in there that could have been from the magazine. The organization Mad. Signet book, 18th printing of this one. Doesn't say what year. Copyright is 1960, but that's probably not what year it was published. So it's the 18th printing. We got Mad as a Hatter, Sergio. This one is Warner Books, 1981, first printing. So I now wonder if all these Sergio books are new material, because he's famous for just being able to just draw stuff on the spot, right? And do quickly. I assumed those were reprints, but they might not be. I do not know. I'll have to do some research. Oh, this one's cool too. Fighting Mad Signet book. It's got a pretty good spine on this one, but it does have a rip up here. Copyright 1961. 15th printing of this one. And variety of stuff in there too. I'm starting to wonder if this is all new stuff. Mad Strikes Back with a straight talk by Bob and Ray. This is the 25th printing from 1979. First printing was in 1955. Oh, this is a cool one because it's got all comic stories in it. Prince Violent, Captain T Video, Gopogossum, Poopeye, Teddy and the Pirates, Believe It or Don't, Manduck the Magician. So this one has, just parodies of different comic strips or comic book characters throughout. That's a cool one. And then this next one is the last one. And this one does the same thing. This is Son of Mad. And it does have a one page missing here, so I think they're like the ad page with the checklist of books or something is what's missing. Is 1959 is the copyright. This is the 16th printing of this one, and this is the same thing, same way. It's got comic strip, comic book parodies mostly, or at least the parodies are in a comic format. So very cool books. Thank you so much, Kirby. I'm probably going to go through these and decide which ones to get. I'm going to keep this one. I tell you right now, I'm keeping this one, and I'm going to look at the Sergio ones too, and possibly keep one of those. I want to look and see if it's new material or not. If it's new material, I'm probably going to keep one of the Sergios. So, so that's what I got. Thank you so much, Kirby. Very much appreciated. And these will be available in upcoming auctions on Saturdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you can join us, and I will see you soon.
Flicking through the paper dimes, finding heroes in hard times. Superman and Cape Crusades are the dreams that comics made. Brightly colored pages bring legends that make young hearts sing. Rocket ships and air